What's going on, guys? Sid here. I got a bunch of stuff to show you. Today is Sunday the 14th, Valentine's Day. I did go to a card show yesterday, first time in a few years. They put one on here locally, but I'm probably going to do that in a separate video, so I'll show you everything else. A bunch of stuff I've acquired over the past week or so here. Then thrift store yesterday, and then Hastings pickups there. So we'll go ahead and get started. Hastings right now, well, yesterday, they were doing buy one, get one free on all used DVDs and Blu-Rays. So I was able to add to my Blu-Ray collection. I picked up Kurt Russell Bone Tomahawk. Can't talk, just woke up. So this is $7.99. I've been wanting to see this for a while. I've been hearing great things about it. And I picked up for free Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman. I've been wanting to buy this one and see this one as well. So $8 for two recently released Blu-Rays. Can't beat that. And I also picked up the latest copy of Beckett Sports Monthly. Unfortunately, it has Cam Newton on the cover. Not a big fan of him at all, but that's a story for another day. So should be fun to take a look at that. And okay, thrift store stuff. This was under $5 with tax. These records were $1.25 a piece. We got Fat Boys Wipeout. Very cool picture sleeve here for the 45 from 1987. And we also got, this is a neat one here, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll from 1982. And the B-side is You Don't Know What You've Got. Very cool. And then I also picked up this. This is a storage of Courage and Grace, When You Can't Come Back, by Dave and Jan Dravecki. It is signed right there on a book plate. This is the, I believe, the third book I've found signed by former Major League Baseball pitcher Dave Dravecki. So very cool. That was $2. And get it out of the bag here. This book here, Drawing in 3D with Mark Kistler. Mark Kistler used to be the host of a, I believe it was PBS TV series, Draw Squad, which I used to watch all the time when I was living in Florida. And I love his art. Loved his show. I did find a signed copy of a book like this recently. Well, not recently, it was a couple years ago. So that was a real joy. This was $2. This is a recent book of his. So very cool. Probably sit down and do some cartoons and stuff with my daughter. Okay, we got a mixed bag of stuff here. Picked these up at a thrift store, and these were $1 a piece. Not really sure why I picked these up, but they're wax packs of Batman Returns. Been out in the sun a little bit. One of them actually has decent graphics, but these other two, the sun got to them, but they are still sealed. So I just thought those were kind of neat to pick up. And then we found this in the records. It's kind of funny, as I was walking by the records section, this was just peeking out at me. This is the Wondermous Humor of Justin Wilson, famous Cajun comedian and chef. Records from the 1960s. No date on it anywhere, but I'm placing it at the 1960s. It's on Tower Records. really nice condition for being that old. But it is signed right here to Thelma, and I'm not sure the second name. With best wishes, I guarantee, Justin Wilson. This was only $0.25, so really nice buy there. Very cool. Then we got some sports books. And we got Joe Montana and Jerry Rice, featuring 12 pages of photos. My favorite quarterback and one of my favorite receivers. Well, Jerry Rice is probably my favorite receiver, I would say. My favorite running back of all time is Emmitt Smith. And that's my favorite quarterback, and I'd say that's my favorite receiver. So, very cool book. These were $0.25 apiece as well. Great quarterbacks of pro football. Got Dan Fouts, Danny White, Steve Bartkowski, Ron Jaworski, Brian Sipe. There's Doug Williams. Ken Anderson. Dan Fouts. Very cool. And then we have this book, Super Bowl. Exciting accounts of pro football's championship games. Needs to be repaired. Excuse me, guys. Needs to be repaired here, obviously. Hopefully I can do that, but first few Super Bowls are covered in here. It's very cool. Vince Lombardi. Trying to find a date on the book. 1971. So, very neat book there. Wish it was in better shape, but I should be able to repair that. Got some mail. I'll look at that in a second. And then we got some movies. These are all a buck a piece. And a cassette tape, actually, which was $1. Picked up another Beatles cassette. I always buy those whenever I see them. This is the Beatles Rock and Roll Music Volume 1 from 1976. We got some VHS. This is a really neat one here. This is a Charles Bronson triple feature with Assassination, Death Wish 4, and Murphy's Law. I've never seen a VHS that has 3 movies on it. You know, usually you find a box set of, 2 or 3 cassettes, but this has all 3 movies on one videotape from Video Treasures. I've never seen that before. So that is very cool. Another copy of Evil Dead. I already have this one. Amityville 2, The Possession, on Good Times. Clint Eastwood is Dirty Harry, the Enforcer, on Warner Brothers Home Video. And this is actually a second copy as well. Mia Farrow in See No Evil, on Good Times. We got some DVDs. This one is sealed. This is a double feature of Fred Williamson movies. The first one is Mean Johnny Barrows, and the second one is Death Journey. Both from 1975. Still sealed, as I said. Very cool. Big fan of Fred Williamson. Can't beat that for $1. This was really good. This is Altered, from Eduardo Sanchez, the director of the Blair Witch Project. Great alien abduction fighting back movie on Rogue Pictures. Very, very cool. I suggest you guys see that if you haven't. And the nuclear war movie of the 1980s. This is the day after. This originally aired on ABC TV back in the early 80s. I believe 84, 85, somewhere around there. I was too young to watch it on television, and nuclear war scared me as a child. I had the VHS of this but misplaced it, so I'm very happy to find the DVD. Really, really dramatic film. Again, I urge you to see this as well if you haven't. Alright, we got some mail. We got some sports cards and a video. I'll grab some scissors, guys. Set the camera up. Grandbaby's waking up in the room, so I'm trying to hurry. Oh man, sent it really nicely. Okay, figure out what we got here. Okay, so this is Russell Okung for the Oklahoma Cowboys, Oklahoma State University. Really nice helmet autograph. Looks like 2010 NCAA Sweet Spot Football. Love these helmet autograph cards. They're very, very nice. And he sent a screw down as well with the card. So maybe to protect it or something. I don't know. It's numbered 115 out of 250. Beautiful card. I didn't pay much for this. It was under $10 shipped. I can't remember exactly what I paid. But beautiful card. Got a couple more cards here. Okay, here we are. First one is wide receiver Percy Harvin. This is on a press pass, 2009. I believe that's his rookie year. 2009 press pass. He gets a lot of he gets a bad rap, Percy Harvin, and I don't really know, as I'm just getting back into sports and football and whatnot, don't really know exactly the deal with him, but I mean, he started out with the Vikings, went to the Seahawks, and he ended up with the Cardinals. He's a free agent now. I think Buffalo might be signing him or something, but he's done some really good stuff in his career. You know, I personally like the guy, so I'm happy to have an autograph of him. I think both of these were $16 shipped. This is the second autograph. This is Travis Kelce for the Kansas City Chiefs. I really like this guy. This one is numbered 114 out of 449. But I really like this guy. I think he's great at his position. Tight end. He did amazing in the Pro Bowl. But I'm looking to see really good things from this guy. So two very nice autographs there. $16 shipped. And last but not least, we got a video tape. I've been wanting this see this movie for a long, long time. I'll knock everything down here. Sorry about that, guys. Really nicely protected, so that's good. Here she is. This is Honky Tonk Freeway on Thorn EMI home video. Believe this is from 1980, 1981. They actually filmed this movie in Mount Dora, Florida. And I lived in Florida most of my adult life. We moved there in 1980. Yeah, they filmed this in 1981. And I lived there for about 28 years, I believe. But they filmed it in Mount Dora, Florida, and we lived in Eustis, Florida, which is about 5-10 minutes from Mount Dora, Florida. And I don't remember going and seeing the filming or anything, but I remember they had lots of pink flamingos everywhere, and they painted downtown like almost entirely in pink. And I heard stories, and it was the talk of our small town for many years, and I just never saw the movie that they filmed there. And this is it, starring quite a big name cast. You had Beau Bridges, Hume Crone, William Devane, Terry Garr, Howard Hessman, and Jessica Tandy. And directed by John Schlesinger, the director of Midnight Cowboy. And I'm super excited to finally watch the movie that I always heard about and knew that they filmed and never did get to see. So that should be exciting to see. Spent $20 on this. This is actually a pretty rare movie. So $20 shipped on that. And that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Kind of a mixed bag of all kinds of stuff. Like I said, I went to a show yesterday, and I'll film that video later. So I will talk to you guys later. See ya.